What is an alternative to rice that you can use to help to make these staple dishes that you're so used to making? All over the world, many of us eat rice, but there has been some concern with the potential arsenic levels that can be found in the rice due to the absorption during its growing process. Still though, we do like that rice. Many of us still buy it. But if we can have an alternative grain that tastes so wonderful, it would be great to have that so that we can use it in place of the rice or as an occasional alternative that we can turn to. I'm going to talk about that as we go through in this video. Now, if you haven't looked into it yet, pretty much many rice types have some level of arsenic to it, some more than others. Many times it is told to us that there are certain types that we should buy rather than others so that we can minimize the exposures of the arsenic. Some of those are the rices that are produced outside of the US, such as in India, where you may have some basmati rice. You may also have some Thai jasmine rice, and you may also be able in the US to have some sourcing of rice that has been grown in California. But there are many places in the US where the arsenic levels are quite high, and that is likely due to the industrial exposures that then leached out into the soil, and they may still be there. They are still there. So it is so important to know where you're sourcing your rice if you are going to eat it. But really, it seems that there's still some levels, even if lower levels than others, there's still some arsenic present. Now, arsenic is a poison. It is not something that we should be consuming. And cumulative buildup and exposure over time can be a problem. Arsenic can cause cancers. It can cause issues in your gastrointestinal system. It can cause issues of the skin and many others. I'll go ahead and just link a quick snapshot of a journal article that I'm going to go into detail further on my other channel, where I talk about grains and sourcing and all these other things. I'll go ahead into more detail about rice and arsenic, and I'm going to be reviewing that journal article so that you can get more detail. But for now, I wanted to tell you at least that background about the different types of rice that are at least a little bit healthier for us if you still want to do the rice, because it is an easy staple. But as an alternative, millet. Millet is so nutritionally packed. It is said to have all the 9 essential amino acids. It's easily digestible. It can be used as a baby food. It can be used to make yourself some porridge. And I used it as my very first sourdough starter. And it is so active, and it has worked so well for me in many dishes. So go ahead and try other grains so that you're not just stuck with one type. Millet, oats, and multiple other grains have been shown to have no or very low arsenic levels. Millet is one that hasn't been found to have the arsenic in it. So this would be a wonderful alternative for you and your family that you can use in the place of rice. It cooks well, it puffs up well, and you can go ahead and pair it with all the toppings that you would normally top rice with.